I'm Shilpa. Welcome young art explorers to Art Sparks, an online channel of the Museum of Art and Photography, Bangalore. In our first season, Seeing My World Through Art, we're exploring seeing and thinking with the arts to build our unique creative voices and uncover what makes us one of a kind. The thinking games from this series have been developed by Project Zero at the Harvard Graduate School of Education, and all the artworks that you will see are a part of the map collection. In every video of this series, we're partnering with young art explorers from across India who will share fun discussion games that you can play with friends and family. Today, we welcome Tanmay.
Shilpa and I will be playing an art game called Stories. It's a really fun game. It lets me consider how accounts of issues, events, people, society, etc. are presented. It also lets me think about what has been left out and how I might like to present my own version of the account.
Sounds exciting! Today, Tanmay and I will demonstrate how you play this game with this artwork from the map collection. This game is played using 3 simple questions. The first one is, what is the story that is presented?
I find the way the girl is sitting very strange. One does not usually sit in this way. I also see that there are large pillars behind her, indicating that she lives in a huge bungalow and is very rich. The carpet also adds to this photo, as you don't usually see carpets outdoors, and it could symbolize someone's welcome.
Good observations, Tanmay. Alright, now let's dig a little deeper beyond what we just see and move on to the next question. What is the untold story? Is there anything that we're not seeing? Would you say, for instance, that this photograph is trying to highlight something about the girl while maybe not paying much attention to other things?
I noticed that she does not have any expressions on her face, so maybe that tells us that she's sad about the loss of a family member. She is in a formal attire, which might hint that she is attending the death anniversary of her family members too.
Interesting. To me, she looks somewhat grumpy, like she doesn't really want to be here. And the untold story might be how she was forced into sitting for the photograph by her parents. But what makes you think that she's lost her family?
Firstly, looking at the photo, it felt that she's left some space on the stool that she's sitting on, which might indicate that there is a missing person there. Secondly, it looks like she's wearing a white dress, which is symbolic of funerals. And lastly, I feel that she looks sad because she's trying to cope up with the loss of her family members.
Okay, let's add to that and try to think of whose story this is. Who do you think the narrator of this story is? Is it the girl, the photographer, or somebody else?
I feel that the photographer is the narrator, as they have tried to capture the details that would have otherwise not been revealed, like the girl sitting in this unfamiliar position. Looking at the photo, it also looks like the photographer has tried to add elements such as the carpet and the background to try to develop her story. I feel that he or she has tried to express the gist of her story through the layout and framing of the photo.
Now this brings us to the last question. If you were asked to create a new story by changing certain things about the image, what would you change?
If I were to rewrite this story, I would make it a happy one. I would add a dog next to her, which would open up various possibilities on what her untold story could be. I would give her a family, as she deserves one. Lastly, I would make the house in the background look more lively to make it look like a home.
Lovely. And that's how you play this simple game, Stories, with your friends or family.
This game helps me reflect on my thoughts and explore new perspectives that I may have never thought of before. When I play it with a friend or a family member, It gives me a whole new set of ideas and perspectives that are different from mine. So write to us in the comments and let us know how you use stories.
You can visit our website or follow us on our social media to know more about our exciting programs for young art explorers. Also subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest ArtSparks videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.